Welcome to our podcast. I am Cora.
And I am David. We are so happy you are here with us today. How are you feeling today, Cora?
I am feeling great, David. I am always happy when we can sit down, drink some tea, and talk to our friends out there who are learning English.
Yes, it is the best part of my week. Today, we have a very special topic. We want to help you train your mind to speak English fluently.
That sounds amazing, Cora. But many students send me messages. They say, David, I know many English words. I can understand when people speak. But when I want to speak, my mind goes blank. Why does that happen? Oh, that is so common, David. Do not worry if this happens to you. It happens because we try to translate in our heads. We think of a sentence in our native language, and then we try to change every word into English. That takes too much time. It makes your brain tired.
I see. It is like a traffic jam in the brain.
Yes, exactly. A traffic jam. So we need to clear the road. We need to learn to think directly in English. But Cora, how can a beginner do that? If you don't know many words, how can you think in English? It sounds very difficult. It is actually very simple, David. You do not need to think about big, difficult things. You start with small steps. You can start with your daily life conversation. For example, look around your room right now. What do you see?
Let me look. I see a table. I see a chair. I see a cup of coffee. I see a window.
Exactly. That is step one. Name the objects around you in English. When you look at the cup, do not think of the word in your native language first. Just look at it and say cup.
Oh, I understand. It is like a game. If I'm in the kitchen cooking, I can look around and say apple, knife, water, spoon.
Yes, you are training your mind to connect the object directly to the English word. No translation in the middle. Just eye to brain, brain to English.
That is a great tip for daily life. It is so easy and it takes zero extra time. What is the next step after naming objects?
The next step is to make short sentences. Don't worry about big, scary grammar rules. Just say simple things about what you see or feel, like the coffee is hot, or the sky is blue, or I am tired.
So I should talk to myself?
Yes, talk to yourself. It sounds a little funny, right? People might think you are crazy, but it really works. Tell yourself what you are doing while you do it. I am walking to the door. I am opening the door. I am sitting down. This builds your confidence.
Speaking of confidence, Cora, let's talk about that. Many people are afraid to speak because they are afraid to make mistakes. They feel shy. They feel nervous. How can they build motivation?
Oh, I love talking about this. Mistakes are our friends, David. Everyone makes mistakes. When I learned my second language, I made so many silly mistakes. It is a normal part of the journey.
That makes me feel much better. So if I say a wrong word or if my grammar is not perfect, it is okay?
It is more than okay, David. It means you are trying. If you do not try, you cannot learn. Think about a small baby learning to walk. The baby falls down many times, right? Do we laugh at the baby? No. We cheer for them. We say, come on, you can do it.
That is beautiful. We need to be kind to ourselves, just like we are kind to a baby.
Yes, treat yourself like a friend. Be proud of yourself for trying. Every small step, every single English word you speak is a victory.
That is very motivating, Cora. Thank you. Now, let's look at the four main skills: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. How do they all help our mind become fluent?
They all work together, David, like a team. Let's start with listening. Listening is like food for your brain. To speak well, you must listen a lot. Your brain needs to hear the language before it can speak it.
But Cora, what should beginners listen to? Many students watch English movies, but the actors speak so fast. It is too difficult, and then the students feel sad.
I agree with you completely, David. Movies can be very hard for beginners. Do not start with difficult movies. Beginners should listen to simple English podcasts, just like this one. Or you can listen to children's stories or easy English songs. And here is another secret. Listen to the same thing many times.
Why repeat it, Cora? If I understand it the first time, why should I listen again?
Because understanding is not the same as remembering, David. Repetition helps your brain lock the sound and the rhythm of the words inside your memory. When you hear a phrase 10 times, it stays in your mind. Then when you need it, it comes out naturally without thinking.
Wow, so repetition is a big secret. Listen to the same simple thing again and again. Do not rush to new things too fast.
Yes, exactly. Repeat to remember. Now, let's talk about speaking practice. You can do something called shadowing.
Shadowing? That sounds interesting. What is that? Like a shadow that follows you in the sun?
Yes, a bit like that. Shadowing means you listen to a simple English sentence and then you repeat it immediately, right after the speaker. You try to copy the voice, the speed, and the feeling exactly. Let's try it right now, David. I will say a sentence and you copy me immediately. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do it.
English is fun.
English is fun.
I can speak English.
I can speak English.
I love learning every day.
I love learning every day.
Perfect. See, you're training your tongue, your ears, and your brain at the same time. That is shadowing.
That was so easy and fun. I can do that while I am walking or while I am cleaning the house.
Yes, you can do it anywhere. Anyone can do it. Now, let's move to reading. Reading helps us get new words and see how sentences are made. But again, keep it simple. Do not open a big, difficult book. Read children's books or short stories written specifically for English learners.
I have a question, Cora. When I read and I see a new word that I do not know, should I stop and look it up in the dictionary immediately?
No, don't do that, David. If you stop for every single word, reading becomes slow and boring. You will lose the story. Try to guess the meaning from the other words around it. Only look up a word if it appears many times, and you really cannot understand the story without it.
That is great advice. Reading should feel like a fun activity, not a chore or hard homework. And what about writing? How does writing help our speaking? They feel very different.
They feel different, but they are close cousins, David. Writing gives you time. When you speak, you must be fast. You don't have time to think. But when you write, you can slow down. You can look at your sentence and organize your thoughts.
What can a beginner write about? They cannot write long essays.
They do not need to write essays. Write a small daily journal, just 2 or 3 simple sentences every night before you go to sleep. Write about your day. For example, today was a good day. I walked in the park with my friend. I drank green tea.
That is very short. Anyone can find time to write 3 sentences.
Yes, and when you write it down with your hand, your brain remembers the sentence structure. The next day, when someone asks about your day, those same sentences might just pop out of your mouth.
So let me see if I understand the whole picture. Listening builds the library of sounds in your brain. Reading adds new words to the library. Writing helps you organize the books in the library. And speaking brings the words out to the world.
Beautifully said, David. I love that image. They all work together to make your mind comfortable with English.
We are coming to the end of our podcast today, Cora. Time flies when we are having fun. Let's give our friends a quick summary. What are the 3 simple tips for today?
Yes, let's repeat them so everyone can take them home today. Tip number 1. Think in English by naming objects around you. Do not translate in your head.
Got it. Name objects directly. What is tip number 2?
Tip number 2. Practice shadowing. Listen to simple English conversations and repeat the words immediately to train your mouth and voice.
Shadowing. Copy the sound like a shadow. And tip number 3?
Tip number 3. Do not fear mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you are trying and learning. Be confident, smile, and keep going.
Those are wonderful practical tips, Cora. Thank you so much for sharing them with us.
Thank you, David. And thank you to all our wonderful friends listening to us today. We believe in you. You can speak English fluently. Just take small steps every single day and enjoy the journey.
Goodbye, everyone. See you in the next episode.
Goodbye. Keep practicing and keep smiling.